All right, today I'm gonna give you my 3 keys of hitting out of this mushy, wintry stuff. Let's go.
This video is brought to you by Athlons, the most stable golf shoe on the market. With optimal athletic positioning that leverages the laws of physics to shift the way the feet engage with the ground, giving you 9% more power. No wonder the longest hitters in the world choose Athlons. Optimize your biomechanics and perform better with Athlons golf shoes. Check them out with the link in the description below, and be sure to use code MrShortGame at checkout.
All right, as always, thanks for stopping by. Glad you are here watching this video. I appreciate the support. If you like this video, make sure you hit that like button. And if you're looking to improve your game, work on stuff that is not so technical, but is more just golf course game ready, then hit that subscribe button and the bell notification so you don't miss anything. I have links to products and things like that in the description below, special discounts and deals, so be sure to check that out as you go. And don't be afraid to follow along on Instagram, Twitter, all that stuff. That would be awesome. Okay, so it's winter time. I mean, you can hear this grass, it's all mushy and filled with water. It's gonna be rain, it's gonna be mucky, it's gonna be clumpy, and you're gonna be faced with lies like that, especially around the greens, where it's incredibly difficult to pull off unless you know what you're doing. So today's video is really focused on these clumpy, soggy type of lies and what do you need to do. I'm gonna give you my 3 keys to really how to pull those off with success. Oh, almost made that. Okay, and it's easy once you get the concepts down and you put a little bit of time practicing it. Step number 1 is going to be this. Never, ever, when you're in a clumpy lie, I say never, just let's go with never, okay? If you never do it, it's fine. Never lead with your leading edge, okay? So what that means is I'm not going to really back that ball up in my stance and play one of these. I mean, you could see, look at that grass. I mean, that's just taking out a lot of earth. And if you hit it bad, like if you miss it, that's what's gonna happen. I mean, I didn't miss it by that much. If it was a firm lie, I could miss it by that much and it would still be on the green somewhere. And then you gotta do it again. And that's worse. So that's why I don't like to back it up in my stance and put that hand way forward, okay? So just that is step 1. What not to do, okay? You're not going to play this shot. That's a specialty shot that is incredibly rare, and if you don't ever play it, you're going to be fine, okay? So we're not going to lead with that leading edge. Look at that, okay? That's step 1. Okay, so step 2 is this. What happens is, now that we know conceptually we're not going to, no leading edge, we're not shaft forward, we have to engage the bounce a little bit. Just a little bit on here. And I talk a lot about using the bounce in the short game, but here I'm going to give you technique to implement so that you can actually use the bounce here in this shot. All right, I talk a lot about using the bounce, but I don't talk a lot about how to use the bounce. Right now I'm going to show you how to use it for this particular shot. What you can do is focus on your bottom hand for your right-handed. Guys, it's your right-handed. Okay, and as you go through a typical shot, you would let it rotate over, okay? You don't want to do that here. You want to get that right hand going through. So you start, let's say right in this position, the right hand goes through. I want it to be more open, palm up on your finish. So you're just here. Palm is here, not here when I open my hand, right? So I'm going to hit the shot and I'm going to hold that face open and feel like my palm is facing the sky on my finish. And so that's step 2 in this process of these types of shots. Right there. Oh, that was a good one. You gotta feel that open. You're gonna get some turf on it, which is fine, but you're gonna feel like that club's come through and opening up a little bit and staying open as you go through the muddiness, junk. One more step. It's really gonna help you out. Okay, step number 3 is critical. Now there's so many little critical aspects of this shot, but these are my top 3 that will really save you a lot of anguish moving forward in your golf game. And but a couple little points is don't squeeze the club too tight, okay? Make sure you have a narrow stance in your setup and your weight is more 50-50. Not so much forward here, more 50-50, and you're gonna need to rotate a little bit to have good success. But the final third critical piece of this is to accelerate as you go through this ball. Now you're gonna take a little bit longer swing than normal, and if you decelerate at all, so if you slow down as you come into the ball, even a touch, you are going to chunk this puppy right to there. So we can't do that. So even if I'm 20 feet past the hole on the green, it's better than having to chip it again from the junk, all right? So I'm gonna make sure I'm here and I'm gonna accelerate through because I know that would have been a decent shot, but I'm still getting a lot more depth into the earth than normal. So I have to keep that club moving forward as I go. Like that. But if I were to stop at all in that swing, okay, and I had to force that follow through a little bit, but if I stop at all, that's what's gonna happen. So we can't do that. You have to train yourself, do a little bit of practicing like this before you go out and play, and just train your brain to say, I've gotta follow through there and force that follow through this stick stuff, and you'll have a decent result as opposed to doing it all over again. So these are my top 3. I don't like to think about too much when I have a shot anywhere on the golf course. So when I just think, okay, 3 things. One is, okay, I got to do this, this, and this, and you just plan it out in your mind. Okay, hands are not forward, no leading edge. Rotate that palm up and just accelerate through the ball, and I'll be fine. And that's easy to think about when you're out on the course and you're in these situations. It's going to help you out a ton. But if you're doing all crazy stuff, remember, there's really only one technique. The other is like setup or mental thought, and the third one is just, hey, dude, don't slow down. And you got it because you're rotating the hand up and speeding up. Those are easy things to do all at the same time without getting too technical. Especially this junk. It's a mess out here. All right, so it's winter time. Stay clean out there. I don't know why I'm wearing light colored pants. I'm a nutball. Anyways, I love you guys. Let me know how this is working for you out there in these crazy conditions. Play well, stay warm. See you in the next video.